Don't you miss the sweet slumbers you fell into as a child? Neend app helps you recreate that magic with well-crafted exclusive sleep stories, guided meditations, and calming music to lull you into the restful sleep you need. Our offerings are all ad-free, approved by experts, and have helped more than 90% of our listeners fall asleep as quick as within 15 minutes after tuning into our app. Download the app for more sleeping aids and subscribe to the channel.
Hi, I'm Bethany, your narrator for tonight. In today's story, author Sushmita Sengupta is about to take us on a journey to a dreamland. On the wings of our imagination, we will cross the oceans and the lands to finally land on a grove amidst an anonymous forest. This grove may have been hidden from the world, but its enchanting power has lured us into the deepest realm of the dense forest. As we will today walk along the voice of the narrator, we will be entering deeper into a parallel world. In this world, we will be greeted by an age-old story, magic and mystery. We have always admired the tangible beauty of nature. But today, let us try and expand our senses and imagination to experience and admire a world created by our own imagination. Today's journey will be one of a kind because each of us will see this world and imagine its beauty in our own different ways. While the narration will guide you to the land, but once you enter, you become your own master. What you will perceive as beauty and wonder will be solely yours. It is true that nature hides her intricate secrets, and to uncover her secrets, one must defy the fine distinctions between reality and fiction and accept and welcome the wonders that come our way without clouding the thoughts with facts. Let us transcend the physical barriers tonight and let our imagination take us to the world of the glowing grove, where an ancient mystery awaits us. You are invited into a world of complete peace and tranquility. Your inner eyes will be experiencing something that may relax your body and mind. History is a useful tool, but at the same time, it can be deceitful, hiding certain phenomena from mankind. One such forgotten truth is that a long time back, in the nascent stage of civilization, humans were not worshippers of God or goddesses. Rather, the object of their devotion was time itself. Those ancient tribes believed that the ruling force of this world is the invincible hand of time. No one knew the art of holding time, stopping it from moving, and thus they feared its unbending power and revered its presence ever since. It is believed that long back there was a way in which the thread of time could be tied to a particular place or a particular object, and this practice was unknown to everyday folks. While only the greatest sages could know the art, yet none of them ever dared to perform it in the fear of the consequences. But there was one sage who was rumored to have mastered the art of controlling time. By hiding himself away from humanity in the cradle of the desolate mountains and amidst the dense forest of the east, he conjured up the spirit of the time and captured it. But like any other trade, he too had to pay a price for this forbidden knowledge. People say that this is just a legend that has survived with time. No credibility to this tale was ever found. Yet, today let us journey in the wings of our imagination to the hidden den of the sage, which is said to be a mystical grove in the middle of the eastern forest. The more we will get closer to the hidden mystery, I'll unfold the story slowly to you. As we embark on this journey, I want you to close your eyes and take deep breaths. Let your chest get filled with fresh air. Hold it in for a few seconds, and now slowly release. You imagine the air you are taking in is pure, fresh, and unpolluted. It is like a white ball of light which is soft and tender. The light enters your body through deep breaths and spreads all over you, cleansing and soothing your body and mind. Now, as you will breathe out, imagine you are letting go of all your worries and concerns individually. Repeat this breathing technique. Breathe in, hold it in, and breathe out slowly. As you breathe, listen to my voice, which is now taking you across the vast oceans and lands of humans into a nameless forest of pines, birch, fir, and rosewood. So dense is the canopy of the deciduous forest that the sunlight sips in occasionally like ethereal dust of an enormous golden light. The standing barks of these trees are hard and dark, as if they have been protecting the signs of the ancient forbidden tale within them for eternity. The more you walk through the standing army of the forest, you leave the snow-clad mountains behind you. As you look back, the blue silhouettes bid you farewell. The crunching sounds of the fallen leaves beneath your feet breaks the solemn silence of the place. The air here is exceptionally dry and fragrant. You close your eyes and take a deep and long breath to capture the essence of the forest within you. The fresh air enters you, cleansing your body and soul. You start to forget about your past, and all your apprehensions of the future seem to get lost in the never-ending forest.
Hello, friends. You will be able to listen to your favorite sleep stories without any ads, only and only on the Neend app. So install our app to stay connected with us through stories.
You open your eyes and everything seems new to you, as if you no longer can hear the eternal ticking of time in here. So this may be right, that the monk indeed had captured the unruly time here in the deepest core of the forest. After practicing solitude and celibacy for ages, he could finally tie the thread of time with his place. It must be the place where neither the call of the past nor the hurry of future exists. Only the present resides. With each step, you are now proceeding towards the grove that was created by the monk centuries ago. Once you finish this long trail of trees, you will be entering the field full of wildflowers. You are right now walking under the trance of the unknown. Any minute now, the forgotten past will reveal itself to you. Take long and deep breaths. Fill your lungs with the fragrance of the forest, the aroma of the soil, and the sylvan fragrance of the woods rush to you to calm your worrying soul and to heal the mind that has been troubled with worries and concerns. Take a little break from your stroll and stand there amidst the trees and take in each sensation that you are feeling right now. Seal them within you like a treasured letter. Some day later, these sensations will again come back to you to remind you of this experience. Although the monotony of the forest seems never ending, trust your inner voice that is guiding you to take a few more steps ahead. The more you walk forward, imagine that you are rather going back in time with each step. The progress and advancements of modern life is way behind you, and you are entering a world of mystique and magic. The faint chirping of birds has started to enter your ears, and a warmer air beckons at you. The dry coolness of the forest is dissipating slowly as it is getting replaced by a soft and warm air. The air ruffles your hair. It touches your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, and plays around your neck in the softest way possible. The lure is impossible to ignore. Suddenly, you can see something which you earlier couldn't in your walk. It is light. The golden light of the sun is entering more vividly from between the leafy branches of the trees. You realize that the forest here is less dense and disconnected. The continuous parade of the grey and brown seems to have stopped as you behold traces of color coming back to the soil. Small hints of green and yellow in the newly sprouted grasses hold your attention. The velvety carpet of the grasses has silenced the crunching sounds of the dried leaves. The more you walk now, you know that you are getting closer to your destination. Allow your mind and body to become more relaxed. Close your eyes and focus on your breath, feeling a deep sense of peace and contentment wash over you. You are fully present in the moment. You are feeling grateful for this moment of stillness and for the way nature connects with you. Like a cloak, the forest cautiously lift its trance from your eyes, finally revealing the vast green field. The experience can somehow be described with the example of a tunnel. When the speeding train comes out after going through a tunnel, the sudden flash of the light blinds the eyes, doesn't it? Likewise, as you come out into the clear daylight after being hidden in the core of the dark forest, your vision gets unstable. It feels to you as if heaven has poured down all of its unearthly light on this very place, illuminating every corner. It takes a few minutes for you to stabilize your eyes, and as you look ahead again, your senses are numbed by the beauty you see in front of you. Colors, sounds, and fragrances all are in abundance here. What you are beholding before you right now is a veil of wildflowers. Apparently, they look like tall grasses, but as you look closely, the unique colors of the flowers reveal themselves to you. Not all of them are wildflowers of unknown origin. You know some of them, yet you are choosing not to bind them in the shackles of identity. Their beauty is also in their enigmatic and anonymous existence. Bring your awareness to your breath. Begin to deepen your inhales and exhales, filling your lungs completely and releasing with a sigh. Let your breath be smooth, even, and natural. As you inhale, imagine that you are breathing in calm, relaxation, and peacefulness. As you exhale, imagine that you are releasing any tension or worries. You know that you will carry this sense of connection with nature and inner peace with you always, and you feel grateful for this moment. Suddenly, in the middle of the grove, your eyes fall on a structure resembling the Buddhist pagodas. The dark grey pagoda was not taller than a few meters. You have seen this structure in photos before. They are the sacred Buddhist pagodas, which are generally made for prayers by Buddhists. The midday sunlight falls on the austere structure, and a strange world of shadow appears around it. It calls at you and sends its welcoming tune to you through the winds. You are now too overpowered by the sight to think, and you start walking among the flowery field towards the pagoda. The closer you get to the structure, you realize that the figure is actually a shrine. In the ancient times, shrines like these were built in the memory of the ascetics whose mortal bodies had left this world, so that their souls could pass on to the other realm of afterlife. It was a way of commemorating their lives here on earth. The wildflowers and the soft wind is taking you closer and closer to the shrine. It is the shrine of the ancient sage who hid himself from the world to practice the forbidden knowledge of captivating time. As you stand before the age-old stone shrine, the story of the monk comes back to you, as if the air here carries his story for those who come to visit his resting place. It whispers his bold actions in your ears, and you listen motionlessly. The monk indeed made time his captive and tied its unruly thread deep within the forest. Time is powerless here. Time will not change anything in this valley. But for this prohibited feat, the monk had to pay a heavy price. He sacrificed his mortal life in order to bind time. The shrine is situated at the very place where he breathed his last breath, immortalizing himself in the form of the wildflowers. Since then, time's ruthless hands could never touch a single living thing here. The flowers may be blooming here for infinite years, and the dense forest around this valley is guarding them for eternity. The more you remember the story, the more you are getting lost in your own thoughts. With your inner eyes, you see the whole story taking place in front of your eyes. One man's tireless attempts to perform the impossible task. You touch the stone wall of the shrine, which seems exceptionally cold and smooth even after centuries. Indeed, time has failed to rip off the magic of this place. The day is rolling into an evening slowly, and the corner of the sky has already started to wear the darker shades. Evening is on her way to arrive, and soon night will follow her. You are now sitting on the stone steps of the shrine. From there, you get to see a panoramic view of the whole valley. As you look at the grove, you cannot help but feel wonder at the varied palette of colors nature has given them. From the dark shades to the softest pastel colors, the petals seem to have them in abundance. The light breeze moves along them, perhaps playing nature's mystical tunes that is forbidden for the human ears. Keep your eyes closed and take in a few long, deep breaths. Fill your lungs with the fresh air. Hold it in for some time and then slowly exhale. Imagine that through your breathing, you are taking in the beauty of the scene. The sight of the occasional swinging of the flowers puts your heart at ease, and you feel more present and alive in this very moment. You are relaxed, yet all your senses are alert for receiving newer sensations. As the sky is growing darker, it is your time to bid farewell to the grove and the shrine. You slowly stand up and make your way through the flowery trails. In the distance, you can see the dark forest awaiting you. The forest will again connect you back to humanity. With slow steps, you are walking towards the forest, and with each step, you are leaving parts of you in this grove. Night has already started to spread her wings over the sky. The surroundings are getting dimmer with each sound. The chirping of the homecoming birds greets you farewell. You have reached the forest, but before entering into that dark tunnel, you look back once again to capture the memory of the grove in your heart.
Hey friends, introducing Neend, an app filled with sleep stories, guided meditations, and relaxing music. Install the app to enjoy stories without interruption. Available on iOS and Play Store.
But this time, the scene has shifted. The light and bright valley has transformed into a mystical land. Although there aren't enough stars in the sky tonight, the grove is still glowing with a soft hue, as if all those flowers are emitting a yellowish light. You have never seen or heard of the glowing flowers, and you are sure they don't exist. Yet, what you are now seeing before you is real. The whole valley is illuminated by a soft golden glow. Eventually, you realize that the light is not coming out from the flowers. Rather, millions of fireflies have magically appeared there to light up the grove. Their flickering light has created an outlandish atmosphere around the shrine. As you witness this magical phenomena, you realize that the wise monk had immortalized his spirit in this grove through the fireflies who gather around the flowers each night. Their blinking lights keeps the place alive until the sun comes out again. As you stand in that glowing grove, you are completely losing yourself. And this time, you want to get lost in this overpowering feeling. This is one of those feelings where you realize that you are emerging more with each sensation, yet you crave to be taken over by it. Your breathing has become calm and slow. As you close your eyes, a wave of coolness soothes your senses. You have reached a state of complete relaxation now. You have realized that in this mortal world, you have found infinity. Now you feel more connected with nature. Your calm and unbiased state of mind has enabled you to understand nature better. We are all travelers here. We come and go without realizing how a part of us remains forever in the eternal world, just the way the monk's spirit still glows at night in the valley. Nothing lasts forever, but you know now that no matter what, this place will always stay in its place. Through your inner eyes, you may be able to see the glowing grove whenever you want. You will be able to imagine the dark forest, the stone shrine, and the ever-blooming blossoms only if you keep your mind open. You are carrying the memories of this magical place with you, and these sensations of awe, wonder, and peace will never leave you. They will come back to you when the days get heavy and the nights are tiring. So until next time, good night.